guys, welcome back to Port Power HQ. This is episode 2 of Port Central, talking all things Port and everything Port. So today we are going to be reviewing round 5's clash with Carlton. Port versus Carlton, and after that makes us go 5-1. 4-1, sorry, 4-1. What a game! We were just too good. Let's talk. I'm going to stop. So it was at the MCG. I'm going to talk about the fans now. The fans were all class. Yeah, the fans were so good, so good. Love the fans. Loved them. Loved them. Loved them. The fans were loud. I reckon they were louder than the Carlton faithful because I couldn't hear them. Couldn't hear one of them. Couldn't hear none of them. Another team was shit, but still, you're still going to be loud early in the game. When your team scores a goal, yeah. If your team's down by 40, still chat for you. For your team and Port, you were loud. The players knew that. The players knew that we were there supporting the boys. Yeah, it was such a great win. Such a great, it wasn't courageous, but it was just a solid win. So we were leading. We took a great. Charlie Dixon played very well. Robbie Gray, very well, and so did Mitch Georgiades. How good was Mitch Georgiades? Yeah, very good. Wines played pretty well. I mean, it's hard to see it on the other end, obviously, if you see behind the goal, but it was, what do I say, a very good performance. So, yeah, some of the best performance I've seen. It was just a solid, like, it wasn't like, oh, Robbie Gray dominated that game. He did. He played well, don't get me wrong, but, it was a team performance. Like, we didn't, like, that's not going to win us a flag, that performance, but we just did our job because we didn't need to try our very best. Like, people thought we were going to lose because of the out of Butters, Dersma, and we we just stood up well. We just played well. It was basically a performance on, how do I describe it? It was just like the most team performance win I can think. We didn't overuse the ball. It was just good. And there was only one goal in the last, because why risk getting an injury? There's no point. We already had it down by 3. What did that? What was that? We already had it sealed by 3/4 time. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we already had it sealed by 3/4 time, and then boys were just like, probably, why do we keep going? Yeah, it was just a great win. Um, fans great. It was a gutsy win. It was a good handballing game, and we took lots of pack marks, which I think was very good. No injuries. For a second there, I shat myself. Georgiades went down. Well, I thought he was done. I shot myself. The poor faithful shot himself. But then, Georgiades ended up to be fine. He is totally fine. And it was just a great win. Great win. It wasn't like the best win ever, but yeah, it was just a gutsy win. So you can take out what you want to take out of that, but it was just like everyone did their job. No one, yeah. Tom Cleary, how good was Tom Cleary? Tom bloody Cleary, he was so good. Cleary, his defense is so good. Another thing on the Port Central I'm going to add is top 3 players of the game, and then one player I think that disappointed. Could have done better. Obviously, that might just be because of one effort. I don't know what it will be in the future, but yeah. So let's go with the person that didn't really live up to expectations. You might agree with this, but you might disagree. It's hard to tell Fantasia, Marsh, Fantasia. I want to go with Fantasia. He didn't play the best game. It was a bit disappointing, I think. I don't know what he kicked. Let me check. What did Fantasia kick? I don't think it was that much Fantasia, because I think if he got one, he blew one. We might have got 2. Look, I didn't really notice him. I didn't like at all. Basically, didn't notice him at all. But that could just be me. Let's look at players. Where is fucking Fantasia? I'm looking at the players now. Todd Marshall kicked 1 goal. That wasn't the best performance of Todd Marshall. I'm giving it to Fantasia. I mean, Fantasia kicked more than Marshall. Yeah, actually, nah. I take that back. I thought Fantasia kicked 2. Nah, I'll give it to Marshall. Marshall kicked only 1 goal. Marshall should have had like 3 or 4, but pretty disappointing from Todd Marshall. Yeah, I don't have to say so myself. The top 3 players. Let's move on to some positives. Well, hang on. Let me just talk about Todd Marshall for a second. He didn't. He doesn't lead, and he's just like he's not the best. I prefer Mitch Georgiades. Like if I was kidding, if I was, don't get me wrong, I like Mitch Todd Marshall, but I think Georgiades is better. But if you had to say you could only have Georgiades or Todd Marshall, then Georgiades every day. Todd Marshall doesn't lead, he doesn't take back marks, he's not the best player, but you're better on the wing. I don't know, in the midfield. I don't know if you agree, but Marshall in the midfield, that might do something. Uh, Now, our 3 best players, I'd have to give to Mitch Georgiades. That might be way better, but he's my favourite ball player. Mitchell Georgiades. Um, Port Adelaide's worst player. Sorry, best player, second best player. Sorry, what I said was I don't even know what I'm talking about. Best player was I reckon Tom Cleary. He played very well, very gutsy performance. Yeah, back Tom Cleary, and I'd have to say well, it's a hard one, but Dixon kicked the first, kicked the goal from 50. He was, how much did he get? Charlie, 2 goals, 1. But it was still a good performance from Dixon. He creates a contest every time. Yeah, he creates a contest like every time. Even though he might not mark it every time, he creates a contest and brings it to the ground, and we can crumb it and then try and score goals. Thanks for watching, Port fans. That was a good gutsy performance. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Port Central. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram at a big.mitchgeorgiades, big.mitch.georgiades. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, and peace.